Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, salutation, Joachim, teach all truths and sincerity. Um, this video is gonna be called "The Truth Hurts." Um, at one point, we were all, before we woke up to the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, before we woke up to the truth, we were in our Christianity, we were in Islam, we were in the black community, all about the black community. We were in all kinds of different philosophies, all kinds of different, forms of wickedness. And when we get woken up to the true wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, at first, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding is sweet, but it becomes, at one point bitter, one point, bitter and sweet, because what we were in before, we were spiritually dead, but now we've been awoken in our mind to a living mind state. We were dead mind state, and now we're in a mind state where we're spiritually, mentally alive in the spirit and this truth. And we're not walking after our sinful lusts. We have understanding to know what is right and what is wrong, what is what is righteous and what is wicked. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts. So we got in the last days we're in, we have people scoffing against the truth. There was an elder that said that the jakes that walk past, that don't inquire, basically they're being marked, but that's also a scoff, because you're not taking heed to the message, and you're just continuing on in your in this society as nothing ever happened or nothing's going on. You continue staying spiritually dead. And also those that are in the truth, and they're or they know about the truth, or they have a idea of the truth, but they're scoffing against the message, and they're not taking heed at all. Like they're coming against the men of the Lord that are set up to teach the truth, and they don't want to hear truthfully what's being brought out, and they just want to go after their own vain opinion and how they feel, when the scriptures ain't about how you feel. The scriptures is about what the scripture says. What thus saith the Lord. It's not about how you feel. It's not about what makes you feel good. If the scriptures say what it says, that's what it says. Basically, it's not about. Plus, when we teach these people, and they don't want to hear it, because the scripture cuts them. But Proverbs 3 and I believe verse 3 says, is it verse 3? This is Proverbs 3 verse 5, and it says, trust in Yahweh with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. So when we preach the scriptures, or when we're not leaning on to our own understanding. When we come out on the highways and byways and preach this gospel, we're not speaking our own vain opinion. No, we're saying what thus saith the Lord, and that's it. And whatever the scriptures say, that's what we're preaching. We're not trying to preach our own understanding. We're not trying to lean on to that. And it says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. So, and when we're preaching out there on the highways and byways, you're trying to acknowledge Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because that's we're the messengers. We're bringing our power's message to the people, and if they take heed to it, and not scoff and continue in their wickedness and take heed and inquire, then that's basically a blessing. But they don't, and they continue in their wickedness, and they don't take heed to the message, then they're being marked for judgment. Because this word cuts the BS that these people out here can want to continue in. This is Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12. It says, for the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful. So this word is quick and powerful. It's a powerful message, and it needs to be preached. The truth needs to be told. Because lies are being pushed, wickedness is being pushed. So when the prophets come out, they're preaching what the message that was given, to them, and it's powerful. It's a powerful message, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. And basically, it's cutting all the BS of what the person that you're addressing, or the certain circumstance you're addressing at that moment. You're cutting all the falsehood that is being pushed, and you're bringing out the truth with the scriptures. Like an example about it's about when it comes to sex is marriage, or the kingdom is only for Israel, or the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latino, and American. Esau is the red Hebrew Edomite. Like different things that can be brought out and can be proven by the scriptures. And these people out here don't want to hear truth, because once they hear the truth, it cuts their BS, and of the joints and marrow, and is discerning of the thoughts and intents of the heart. So this truth, this word just cuts the people's wicked thoughts, wicked deeds, that they're doing. It addresses everything that is unrighteous, and it just basically cuts that and cuts it in pieces, and opens the door for the truth to be preached, and the true understanding to be, and also to edify the people in general. Because everything that the brothers be preaching on the highways and byways is just to edify the people, cut the wickedness that's being pushed, and to give everybody understanding on who they are and what their role in the future to come. And the truth, it says in Romans 3 verse 3, It's Romans 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? So what if the people did not believe what is out the scriptures? It says, shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? It says, Yahweh forbid. Yeah, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mayest be justified in thy sayings, and that mightest overcome when thou art judged. So it don't matter if you want to lean onto your own understanding and don't want to hear the truth because it hurts. Let the Most High be true, and let every man be a liar, because this truth is not our own vain opinion. So I'm going to say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Kakadas, Daman, the Elder Apostle, Great Millstone, and Shalom.